understand biological meaning behind large list of genes. For any given gene list, David tools are able to identify enriched biological terms, particularly the gene ontology terms, discover enriched functional related gene groups. So these are all of the things that the David site can do, okay? So let's see, we want to start analysis. So we come up here and we click on start analysis. Voila, the analysis wizard. So this is where we paste our list, okay, of genes into this window. So we put Control V. I will paste all those lists that we copied from Excel. Me, I had copy all plus the target gene, so I have to delete, because from Excel when you are copying, it copies all plus the heading. You go right, screw up, and then you delete that target gene. Because if you copy like me, you see what I did? I just came here. I just came here and then I copied all of this. So when you copy like that, it also takes this target gene, which is the title of that column. Or if you have a file that you had selected and put all these genes, you can choose a file and upload it. Okay? We don't want to use multiple list file. We have the one file, so we'll not select that. Now here in this other window, they say you should select the identifier. This name, if you select it, it will be giving you errors or will give you something else. Our question says we should select the identifier official gene symbol. Okay? Official gene symbol. So we click here and we look for official gene symbol. Okay? If we had used assembled gene ID, we will select the assembled gene ID. If we had used assembled transcript ID, we will select it. Okay? But we use the official gene symbol. That is why I said you should select that one. You should not select the name of the gene. I think there should also be an entry for gene names. If you selected the column with gene names, you will select the entry for the gene name, or the gene GI accession, or the gene bank accession. So there are so many entries. That is what is good with this site. Okay? So official gene symbol, this is it here. We select. Okay? Select species. Says Homo sapien. So our question says for as the species and gene list as list type. So we select gene list here as gene type. Okay? And then we take submit. Select gene list as gene type. You have below, they have given you two options now, either the background or the gene list. So we are selecting gene list. So we come to this page. And then we'll take functional annotation chart. This one is easier because if you take functional annotation clustering, it will give you the clustering of the genes and stuff like that. If you want information that you can interpret, I would advise you to use functional annotation chart. So are we there? We are with the analysis wizard. Okay, so they have given us different options here. Functional annotation tools. So let's click on this functional annotation tools and see. Open in a new window. But I'm saying that with this, we'll mostly use the functional annotation chart because it gives us more information. Let me click. Voila, did we click on that page? Okay.
So we will not take functional annotation chart.
It will still come back here. Is it?
Yes.
Why is this one slow like that? That one is slow. I asked you to click on the functional annotation chart, but this page that has opened, I clicked on the topic. So it still comes back to this page to give me all the theory. Okay? And now I can still click on this functional annotation chart. Or I should have clicked on it from the previous page. So from this theory, I will prefer you click on the functional annotation chart. Okay? Because it will give you information that will be easy for you to interpret. So this window, it is loading. Voila. So this is where we are. Okay? So the functional annotation tries to show us the enrichment pattern. The pathway that will have the most enriched, or the pathway that is most enriched with the genes that we submitted. Okay? Or the pathway that has the highest count of genes. And that might likely give you an idea that is the main pathway that those genes might be involved. Okay? And that will be interpreted by the fact that this microRNA might be involved in these pathways or that particular pathway. Okay? So we see the count, the pathways that have been given. So we see this band. This band is showing the counts, the gene count. So the longest one is the one that is most enriched with the highest number of genes from our pathway or from our list. Okay? So you see this one is shorter. This one is very long. Okay? But I will not select. What I will do is that I will come here and select with respect to the count, the gene count. Okay? You see on this place where we have count, it is showing you the number of genes that are involved in that particular pathway. So you have this pathway is alternative splicing. Okay? This other one is phosphoprotein. Okay? Then we have those. Then this is the categories. The up keyword. So you have those different entries for the tools that have been used, whether it's the Kyoto Encyclopedia of Gene and Genomes, whether it's the gene ontology, and so on. So I'll explain all of that. So let's come to this gene count here and click on it. We want to select it with respect to the count so that it will grade it from the highest count to the lowest gene count, okay? So we see now it is arranged and it is easier for us to read. And then here we have the p-values. Okay, Benjamin, p-value, and all the others. So there are different p-values, but those p-values have very little influence to us now. We are looking for the enrichment pattern. So the pathway that is mostly enriched is alternative splicing. Okay, so it's alternative splicing. Okay, and this is coming from up keyword.